Hello and welcome to Public Administration series. The first chapter to deal with is administrative thinkers, and the first thinker is Abraham Maslow. Abraham Maslow was a thinker of the socio-psychological approach. This approach deals with the relationship between man and the organization. Human side of organization was the emphasis for this approach. The human factor was the central theme of this approach. The factors which led to the motivation of human beings and their underperformance or outstanding performance, what was the factors behind which it all depends, was the main concern of this socio-psychological approach. There were many thinkers who were associated with the concept of motivation, that what can lead human to be a better performer in an organization. Few of the thinkers like Douglas McGregor, Abraham Maslow, and Frederick Herzberg have made significant contribution in the field of motivation. Maslow made a big breakthrough in human motivation with his paper titled A Theory of Motivation. What he did was he analyzed the relationship between human beings and the organizations from the standpoint of human needs. That is why a human would work in an organization, and what will be the benchmark for him to perform better. He contends that the employee should not be treated as instrument and be manipulated for more productivity of the organization. As we will see, and as we know, that scientific management theory has been more concerned, has put emphasis on the efficiency of human beings and was not concerned with the psychological and the motivation factors of human beings. So this motivation theory was was a way forward for the motivation field. Human beings become part of an organization for fulfillment of their needs. Abraham Maslow talks about the positive side of humans and the strength of human beings rather than the negative aspect in the organization. He says that uh, the negligence of human beings and their frailty had been concentrated by other thinkers. We should not always blame human beings for their underperformance. There can be several factors which can be associated with the work environment. These are few of the major works of Abraham Maslow: Motivation and Personality, Toward a Psychology of Being, The Psychology of Science, New Knowledge in Human Values, The Farther Reaches of Human Nature, Dominance, Self Esteem, Self Actualization. Abraham Maslow has given us the framework to study and analyze the human motivation. He has given three basic propositions based on the concept of need. What he says: man is a wanting animal. He always has some need driving him to action. The need can vary from biological needs to self actualization, and he's always striving for something which is unfulfilled in his life. He further says that there is a hierarchy of needs. They are arranged in order of priority, with the most basic needs to be satisfied first. And last, a need satisfied is no longer a motivator. The hierarchy of needs theory can be best explained with this diagram, where we could see that the physiological needs, that is the biological needs, stands at the bottom of the pyramid. Next is the security needs. On the third is the social needs. Fourth is esteem needs. And last and the final of the needs is the self actualization. These are lower category needs, and this is the highest category where the individual is concerned with the maximum potential which he can raise, up to which he can raise, and to accomplish something in life. That means he wants to find a purpose for his life. Physiological needs are the basic needs for sustaining human life: food, water, shelter, clothing. These all come under the physiological or the basic needs for human beings. How can organization take care of it? Organization can fulfill this in the form of salary and other facilities for humans. The second is the security or safety needs, wherein people are able to live free from the physical danger and the fear of loss of job and property and other things. Abraham Maslow has put equal emphasis on the physical as well as the emotional safety of human beings. The third is the security, sorry, the third is affiliation or acceptance needs or the social needs. It determines the relationship of people in an organization. As people are social beings, so it is highly likely that they would like to feel the belongingness and the association with the organization. The fourth one is esteem needs. This need generates strive for power, self confidence, social position, prestige. That is, people want to earn respect in the eyes of other co workers and employees. The last one and the final one is the self actualization. This is the spirit of excellence found in all societies and organizations. Self actualized people are more concerned with maximizing their potential and are very much eager to find the purpose of their life. They love to work for the society and bring development for the organization. Now, there are certain conditions for need fulfillment. This need fulfillment depends a lot on the history of the organization, its capacity to retain the human power, in its organization. We know that there are organizations which believe in the efforts of human beings and have faith in human beings and their or the employees, whereas there are organizations which treat human beings as instruments and are least concerned with the needs of their employees. As a result, the one which believes in the human factor as a development measure for the organization results in the fulfillment of the basic needs for its employees, whereas the one which treats humans as instrument will have to face negative consequences. So what we conclude is need fulfillment in an organization requires self-control, goal orientation, and work ethic from the organization as well as from its members. That means we are again and again emphasizing on the fact that it is not only the humans but the organization too which is responsible for the progress and development of the organization. Abraham Maslow also discusses the characteristics of these basic needs. The first point which he tells is the hierarchy is neither rigid nor a watertight compartment. What does it mean? That it depends also on the individual's choice whether the individual is giving more importance to the physiological needs or the esteem needs or is more concerned with self actualization. The basic needs are the same and the common irrespective of the societies and cultures in which they live. Third, human behavior is a reflection of diverse needs. That means it does not depend on the fulfillment of one single need. Last, a satisfied need is not necessarily a motivator because a human being is never concerned with a need which is already fulfilled. The satisfied need is no longer a motivator. Something which he hasn't achieved will always gain more importance in his eyes and will always be the deciding factor for motivation. Abraham Maslow has been appreciated a lot for the need hierarchy theory, but he was criticized mainly on the grounds of sophistication and validation of his research data and the order of hierarchy of needs. Porter finds that needs do not follow a hierarchy. What does that mean? That the lower level managers are less satisfied than the higher level managers with respect to the security and social needs. We can very well understand that the higher level managers would be attaining more authority over the managers who are working under them, and this would definitely lead to security concerns for the people working under the higher level managers. Secondly, Hall and Nogam do not find strong evidence of hierarchy. They say that the managers progress in an organization, the lower needs, that is the physiological and the security needs, tends to decrease in importance, and the higher level needs, that is the social needs, the esteem needs, and the self actualization needs, starts gaining importance. And it is also seen that the fulfillment of these lower level needs do not result in the motivation for and the progress for the higher level needs. Kofor and Apply observe that self actualization suffers from the vagueness of his concept. Abraham Maslow has not given enough research studies to elaborate the methodology adopted by him. He has not even given a detailed analysis for a self actualized person. And even if given, the facts are contradictory and overlapping in nature. Wabha and Birdbill say that there are two types of needs instead of five. One is deficiency and the other one is growth. Nash says that this theory cannot be turned into a practical guideline for managers to make people productive. He says that the idea of Maslow was good, but emphasizes on this fact that it cannot be used for the progress of an organization. Although Maslow's theory has been subjected to questioning and often not accepted, his identification of basic needs has been fairly popular. His contribution has been a landmark in the field of motivation and till date has influenced the modern management.